Why is the New Deal important, Grandpa?
Well, see, the New Deal was created by Franklin Roosevelt, and the New Deal has a lot of its legacies. First, you see this nice school that you go to? It was part of the New Deal. The New Deal gave workers jobs, and those jobs created things like the school. Next, you see this lunch right here that you're getting for free from the school?
Yeah?
That's part of the legacy of the New Deal. It made the government become bigger and help the poor and the elderly and those in need.
What else, Grandpa?
Well, you see Cal State LA, the university that's down the freeway over there? Yeah, I went there as part of the GI Bill. Right after World War II, I wanted to get some education, so I went to Cal State LA, and because the government was expanding its role in society, they had financial aid, and that's how I got a free education. And then, you know how my bones sometimes hurt? You see these meds right here that I have? They're from Medicaid. And it helps elderly people just like me with all the illnesses that can't afford to pay for all this medicine. It gives us free or reduced medicine. That's also part of the government expanding its role and helping the needy. Also, I have Social Security. Now that I'm retired, I can't work no more. So Social Security provides me with a paycheck so I can pay the bills and buy food and everything like that. Also, back in my day, we had segregation, but the government expanded and took on a bigger role. And when government takes on a bigger role in society, it makes a lot of changes. So that's why we no longer have segregation. We realized that that was wrong and we changed it. Also, like, you saw how the government is very big at that time. I think you learned this at school, so you should know. Yeah, government was very big, and because of that, we had a conservative revolution with Reagan. I still remember when he got elected in 1980. He cut down a lot of the programs, such as Medicaid, and a lot of the Social Security stuff. But following that, we had Obama and Clinton and many other presidents, and they somewhat rebuilt the programs again to a state where they were before. But following that, we had Trump, and he's again cutting down some of the programs such as Social Security and Medicaid. So yeah, so that's the legacy of the New Deal.
Hey, Grandpa!
Hey, kiddo!
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Here, have a seat, have a seat.
How's it been, Grandpa?
It's been tough.
Was it always like that, Grandpa?
Yeah, you know what, it actually was. You know, back in my day, we get cotton and...
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was terrible. Working conditions were bad. We didn't get paid. We didn't get food. Our masters didn't take care of us. And look at all the scars I have on my back.
Oh, my God. Those are gruesome.
Oh, yeah. Bad times then. But I heard we're able to vote now.
Yeah. Luckily, the Union won the Civil War, and now, because of the new amendment, all African American men get to vote.
Oh man, if only we had that in my time. Oh, that would have been great.
Hey, you know, now with the new amendment, you can vote now, Grandpa.
Yeah, and when you're older, you can vote too.
Well, you know, elections today, so I think we should head going.
Let's go.
Let's start going.
Let's see if you can pass this test.
What is this?
This is a literacy test. First, write your name on the right-hand corner.
This thing is broken, sir.
Sharpen it with your teeth.
Oh, I got another one.
See if you can spell this.
D? B? C.
Can you even read?
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
Oh, kiddo, my back hurts so much. You know, back in my day, we were led by inspiring figures. Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks. We walked for blocks and blocks, miles and miles, to achieve our liberties that we deserve. But you know, to some extent, we still don't have that.
Hey, Grandpa, I heard today's the bicentennial of the American Revolution.
Yeah, the U.S. has been in existence for 200 years.
Wait, if it's been around for 200 years, I heard it's like a colony like 200 years ago.
Yeah, it was first a British colony, but then they declared independence.
Why?
Well, you see, the British were very oppressive of the colony, on the colonies. They taxed them excessively without representation, and they forced their troops to be in American homes. So the colonists got fed up with that and declared independence.
Oh, okay. So basically, the entire thing is the British were very oppressive, and then
Yeah.
the colonies just got mad.
Yeah, yeah. And you could see like the same thing happened after the American Revolution. The French revolted because you got King Louis.
Why did the United States declare independence in the first place?
Well, you see, the British were very oppressive to the colonists. They taxed them excessively. You got the Stamp Act and all that stuff, and then they forced the colonists to quarter their troops, and they had no representation in the government, the Parliament of Britain at all. So that's why they declared independence.
How are they able to make all those laws in the first place?
What do you mean?
Like, did they have some sort of organization so then they could actually tell Britain on like what they needed?
Yeah, they had a Continental Congress and they declared independence. They wrote the Declaration of Independence and it wrote out all the faults that King George did. Yeah. And then later on, once the country declared independence, the founding fathers wrote the Constitution and along with it with the Bill of Rights that give us our unalienable human rights.
Oh, that sounds very interesting.
Yeah.
With all these other ideas being put on place, were there any other countries that got inspired by the U.S.?
Yeah, a few years after the American Revolution, the French revolted because their king and queen were like living lavish lives while most of their people were in debt and poor. Yeah, and then after the French, you got the Mexicans and you got some other South American countries